G'day ladies and gentlemen, my name's Ken Photo. Welcome back to Urbek City Builder. Back with some more Urbek. I already said that. God, I'm bad at intros. So some things have happened. Tried to record a video earlier in the week and it failed horribly due to OBS having problems. Basically OBS ran an update and it broke some things with the... I need resources, I need work. Currently in the process of trying to garner myself some more things. Let's see. Let's deactivate that one and see if that fixes a thing. If I think it does. Well, I mean, we are gaining ever so slightly, but I still don't have enough. It's going very slowly. Basically what I'm doing right now is removing the farms which require work to produce certain items, and then putting in... So these require 5 work per whatever the tick rate is. They consume it to make food. These things just make food. So I'm in the process of updating my farm build to kind of accurately reflect what the hell is going on. But in other news, we have, as a matter of fact, done some stuff which include the production of making these green 5-story buildings. General 5-story buildings. Blocks is something new. We've also had mixed-use commercial, residential stuff. Mixed-use residential, mixed-use commercial residential. There's some things in the middle here, which are all great and fantastic and wonderful. We've even managed to make some comfortable social buildings. Which in the general area requires 1 or more education. So we've got a school and a high school close by. Food and food services, 1 or more. So I believe that there is a shopping center close by somewhere. There's a mini market, which is why these are comfortable, and this is not because there's no shop nearby. Although we can fix that very, very quickly. So if we just go and plunk down, no, can't do that. Don't have enough work. 5 or more leisure, which is actively taken care of by parks, as well as these gravel paths in the area as well. And then they need a healthcare, which is why we have a clinic next to a bank, which is how we got these 5-story buildings and all these commercial residential buildings. To upgrade to the next one, they need more banking within the general area. So 1 bank is not enough. I would have to build the big bank or the big clinic for certain things. But in other news, we've finally managed to garner enough high skilled work to build a university and start generating science, because science is important. Main building basically allowed us to plonk down the rest of it. So we've done university restaurant and the campus park, as well as the university sports center. We've also done the faculty of education. Not entirely certain what these do aside from unlocking other buildings. But I will need to put down one of these, arts and letters, because I do want to... I needed them to unlock something and I can't quite remember what that was now. It was not a wine bar, that's for certain. Might have been one of these ones. Like I need like another sawmill for the biomass stuff. Was it in here? I guess I could solve all of my power problems with a nuclear reactor. For now. Like, oh my goodness. That's funny. And then, like, demolish the lumberjack cabins, which require an inordinate amount of work to keep running. Like, could do that. We could also... Ooh, say goodbye to coal power. Much. Cannon's going a little crazy with it. Which also actually, like, helps the houses in here. Because then they'll actually upgrade to nicer things because no pollution. Blocks do require pollution. So maybe I might replace those factories with a sawmill, which require logistics, which definitely are going to generate pollution. I need work. Dang it. These, I mean, they consume a little bit. Yeah. Let's see if we can't do it. Anyway, beside the point. So it was basically showing off and asking questions, which was showing off the university, because we unlocked that in the middle of my first attempt at this video, as well as showing off the fancy new buildings that we got. So these 5-story buildings, which are very, very cool. The down-story houses. It's ready to upgrade to a 5-story residential building, but doesn't have the space for it because... don't know why. I think maybe because of the tree, potentially. And it's ready to upgrade to a modern 2-story, but potentially doesn't have the work for it. I'm not sure. Anyway, what were we doing? We were bulldozing something. Things that require work. Aside from policies. Kind of do need blacksmiths. That's fine. I mean, I suppose like I could do one of multiple things in this case. Like demolishing a severe amount of buildings. I don't actually think I have very many of those houses left anymore. No, I don't. I only had the 2. Everything else is from watermills and coal plants. I've also got wind turbines as well, which are in one of the farm areas, because they generate an inordinate amount of noise. I'm seeing the reappearance of things like those parking lots again, which is rather irritating. Should do something about that by placing them nearby. Are there any subway stations nearby? No. They definitely need to be close by to each other, which is one of the more irritating things about subway stations is that they can only be spaced a certain distance apart. There's a lot of buses in that area. That's kind of weird. Let's maybe just make that a normal road again. Can I do that? No, apparently not allowed to. Fine. Be that way. Right. And I'll put a house on the end here because why not? There we go. Everybody needs more farming stuff. Not farming, fishing. Words are hard, especially when you've got an audience. What if they... what? I don't... whatever. Just trying to collect my thoughts and see what's going on and what needs work. I mean, we are currently gaining it, little by little. Every day. Barely. So I definitely need to do something. Maybe place down some more houses. That could also work. Like, that'll definitely get us some blocks going up. Hopefully. needs food service in an area. That's a steelworks. Suppose I could place a. Well, no, I don't have the labor for it, so I can't. Just trying to think here. What could I potentially get rid of that would fix all my problems? But no, I don't really want to come over here and do stuff over here unless I put like a buffer between. A lot of the guides that I've watched do say to place your hoity-toity residential areas in a place where they're not really going to get in the way, but I've managed to somehow box myself into a corner. They're in the way now. And on that note, I was just wondering if everybody knew how you were supposed to go about generating like efficient farm setups. So this may be something that I might need to research by myself, but at the end of the day, I might as well ask here, right? In the meantime, build more houses. There's snow business like snow business, and snow business I know, like the business of terrible jokes. Apparently, I don't have enough work to like completely fulfill out housing. But this is the furthest we've actually ever gotten. I've got things like city parks, I've got high schools, a university, 5-story buildings. I had some modern housing in somewhere. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to unlock bookshops, which I've unlocked bookshops and libraries and bookstores and sculptures and cultural things because we've actually... There it is. Culture. Look at that. We've been working our way down the achievement list. We're currently at 4 of 8. I need 2 more bookshops, 6 more 2-story bookshops, which is going to soak up the bookshops that I have, and 5 more libraries. All of which is to say that this is going to get quite difficult. Because, well, we don't generate enough work. Which is mildly frustrating. I do have a few heavy coal plants running around too, hey? That's nice. What are you? Coal plant, coal plant. Let's not delete those just yet. That's a heavy coal plant. Definitely don't want to delete him. What makes it a heavy coal plant? 8 or more logistics, 4 or more squares with at least 6 residents in a 4 radius, currently 15. Yeah, I suppose you would want to place that next to housing. Too far away from the roads. So there's not really any point in putting those in there, unless you'd like put a road down. Which I may do. That's a wealthy village house. It's literally a garden. Man, this game is weird. Yeah, right then. I mean, parks require work, so bye-bye Parkitect. Let's see. Things that I don't really require any more of, like this water mill doesn't actually use work at all, just generates power. All of these main squares down the side here. Trying to figure out what I can actually like legitimately get rid of without ruining some of my green spaces. I mean, that gone. Absolutely, there's only one there, but like stuff like this in here where it's kind of part of the aesthetic that I've built. Except, like, even the gravel requires work, which is rather annoying. But what are we at now? We're at 41448, 416, so about 200 shy of, you know, things. There we go, what are we at now? There we go, we're 100 over. And now we're 100 under. Nice. So it's coming up a little bit quicker, but not by a lot. I think even at 5 work, some of this stuff still doesn't really... It helps, but I don't know how much it helps by. Oof. That autosave though, that's treacherous. Let's see, where are we now? Having it there might work. It's basically what I've been doing is just generating little squares. I did also experiment with some farm layouts up here, and I mean this one seems to work pretty well. To varying degrees, just literally because of this. Like it generates 4 for like 10 of that. This generates and consumes quite a fair bit, and I've got a few of those spread around. So maybe that's the next thing to go, is all the farm sheds. Once I have dealt with all of the tenant farmers, because the tenant farmers are actually like pretty darn cheap when you think about it. Like it's initial cost of 50, but it makes 50 food and stores 50 food for no work at all. That one probably not so much. Those two might work, that one won't. And those need 3, which is why that's set up like that. Because experimenting with, like, you know, tenant farmers require 3, farmhouses require 12. So if you put, you know, 4 of those guys around, plus of one of those, that kind of fulfills that requirement, which then means you can build trees, but trees require no pollution, so it's a case of you wouldn't be able to build a farm shed or warehouses, so you'd have just a standard grain silo, no farm shed. And landlords' houses are kind of labor intense as well. And I can build 2 more of those, which increases my food yield by a fair bit. But I'm now just like, I'm looking at this going, well, how do I deal with this? Because I really don't want to delete any parks. I mean, these things basically just produce science, which I'm kind of capped out on anyway. They do consume quite a fair amount of work, so maybe the extremities go. And now I don't generate enough science, which is annoying. I'll put the Faculty of Education back. Maybe the Faculty of Arts and Letters behind that. It's already gone to an advanced faculty. Why? What does that require? 1 or more university. Requires 1 or more university in 10 radius, no Faculty of Education, no advanced, 10 or more high schools in the city, which I have. There we go. We are moderately effective at this. I need to go over to here. The farmhouse was abandoned. Oh, this one, because it didn't have 12. Right. I'm also discovering keyboard shortcuts. Which is very nice. Let's see. And the radius you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. It's not anywhere near enough. That's fine. Didn't need you anyway. There we go. We can plonk down some more of these farmhouses and just push back our little farming commune a little bit. That scorching noise is literally just a denial of being built sound, which is fine. We could probably put a windmill there. Where is it? No, the house is too close by. Like, yeah, I don't know why that was loud. That's weird. I don't know if I'd ever build anything there. And we're down work again. Right, so essentially everything's currently in balance, and if I build anything new, I would have to build more houses, which I'm in the process of doing anyway. So we might as well finish that process. Anyway, so the gist of this is really, do you guys have any suggestions for farming layouts? Can you link something somewhere? You can send me a PM in the Discord. General Games Chat's always available. I wanted to show off the fact this is the furthest that I've ever gotten in this game, so I'm getting better. We have a university now and a nuclear power plant, which solves some of our problems, as well as some fun new buildings, as well as the ability to create beautiful little cityscapes, which I'm actually quite proud of. So yeah, if you have any ideas for basically efficient setups for various industries, do let me know. And don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.